Hey guys, well, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that there's two things I like, and that's wild edibles and gardening. And I thought, why not combine the two? So over the years I've planted a lot of wild edibles and medicinal plants here in the yard, and I figured I'd just take you through real quick and show you some of the plants that we've taken from the wild and kind of brought in and started cultivating here. I really like this plant. It's a medicinal. It's called bloodroot, and it has a root on it that exudes a red sap, kind of like blood, but it's starting to bloom. And it's really spread out quite a bit. Now right next to it we have trout lilies. These are edible, and they get a little yellow flower. Some people call these adder's tongue, but they're spreading out as well. Now this is a trillium that came from somewhere not around here. It gets, I believe it's either a maroon or purple flower, and then these are your standard white trilliums that are found growing around here, fairly common. This, if anybody knows what this is, I'd like to hear it. It is a wild plant that grows in the woods around here, but I don't recall what this was. It's doing real good. Another slightly different trillium with a green and white leaf. And what else? Rhododendron, but that's not a wild plant around here. It is down south though. These are spring beauties. Has an edible corm or root, and also the leaves and flowers are edible. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, check it out. This here is hazelnuts. I harvested some hazelnuts and had a few left over that were kind of small, and decided to plant them. All I did is I just roughed up this area and just put the hazelnuts down there in the shell, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 right there. Plus I went ahead and put some in a container over here. Let's see if they're starting to sprout yet. Right there. Well, I don't know. This one might not have made it through the winter. I see a bud right there, but it hasn't opened yet. And what else do we got? Oh yeah, let's check this out. Let's see. Yeah, right here. These are ramps or wild leeks. These take a long time to spread, and like most bulbs, a lot of bulbs, it seems like it takes 3 years for them to start blooming after you transplant them. And these ramps have been here, this is either the 3rd or the 4th season, I can't remember, and they've yet to bloom and put on any seeds. But I'm kind of getting the idea that based on the size, they look kind of like normal size ramps, and they have spread somewhat even though they haven't bloomed. There's about 10 of them in here now, and I think I started with 5. I think they might actually put on flowers this year and bloom. Trying to think if I have any well, I do have the stinging nettle, but I just showed that in another video, a garden video. Those were seeds that I harvested from the wild, but it's growing right in my garden. I guess that's about it. Oh, and we have some chives. Chives grow in the wild, but the ones we got weren't, they were purchased as seeds, so that doesn't count. I think that's about it. I figured it'd be cool to just take you around and show you all the wild edible and medicinal plants we got growing here in the garden, and I don't know, I like that. I like taking cool plants from the wild and bringing them right here at the house, so that I have them right outside the door. Don't have to go out and hike through the woods to get them. And they seem to grow pretty well, and a lot of them are, you know, if you like flowers, they're pretty wild flowers too. So kind of get the best of both worlds, gardening and foraging. That's it. You know, good luck with the gardening, and happy foraging. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the comments and support.